with all his receivers. Chris Williams, for example, has proven himself to be extremely valuable to the Tiger Cat offense, hauling in 20 passes for 304 yards and 3 touchdowns over the first third of the season. I am excited to see what they can do against Keon Raymond and the Stampeders secondary. Now, I'm not discounting the run game, because with Avon Coburn in the backfield, who has 63 runs for 331 yards and 2 touchdowns, you can be sure the Ticats will pound the line of scrimmage as well. Historically, the sore spot for the Stamps against this team has been Marcus Thigpen, who last year burned them for a touchdown 4 different ways. I will definitely be looking for the Ticats to put the ball in his hands today. Defensively, I always like to watch Javon Johnson. He has tremendous speed and tackling skill when playing in the open field, and has a knack for pressuring quarterbacks when it's his turn to bring the blitz. He and Justin Hickman are tied atop the Tiger Cat sack list with 3 apiece, and everyone else in the front 7 has got at least 1. My favorite matchup, though, will be Marcel Young on Robbie Bryant. Young has 13 tackles and 2 interceptions so far and has a great ability to close on the receiver at the right time. So I'm really excited to see how he can put his talent to use against Bryant, who beat up the Ticats during Game 18 last year with 131 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also proved last week that he can hang onto the ball even when leveled ferociously, so Marcel Young will need to be at the top of his game. Now, the Stampeders have won 3 of their last 4 games, but in a bizarre swap, have yet to win on home turf. The offensive line proved last week that they are capable of providing the necessary protection to Henry Burris and gave him the extra second on nearly every play. This protection gave me a chance to see that the offense in Calgary is starting to find its groove as well. Burris completed passes to a whole host of receivers and also managed to involve the running game. This week he will have a different target, Landon Talley, in place of Kenyon Rambo, who is out with a strained Achilles. Now, Talley had a good game in his previous outing versus the Lions, pulling in 4 catches and a touchdown, and rumbling for 150 yards on kick returns. So far this season, the Stamps have been a second-half team, scoring only 11 first-quarter points and ranking 6th overall points scored, despite some impressive total offensive numbers. This says to me that they've had some trouble in the red zone. You can't win if you don't finish drives. Now, on the other side, Calgary's defense has been relatively strong, ranking in the top 3 in 19 defensive categories. They rank first in first downs allowed, passing first downs, pass completion percentage, and its interception return yards. It appears to me that the secondary is really the workhorse of this defense, collectively pulling in 6 interceptions for 99 yards and 1 touchdown. Keon Raymond is clearly the leader of that group, but I'm more excited to watch Jeff Tisdale play against his old team. He and Raymond are tied with 2 interceptions apiece, and playing one's old team always carries that little bit of extra weight. I won't be surprised if his interception total starts to creep up again this evening. On the line, I would watch out for Charleston Hughes. He has 3 sacks to his name already and is skilled in getting around the offensive line to produce pressure. Clearly, the Stampeders are historically a big obstacle for the Tiger Cats, with Calgary taking 7 of the last 10 games and defeating Hamilton every time they visited McMahon since 2004. I think tonight will be a slugfest between 2 very evenly matched teams, with Calgary determined to please the home crowd and Hamilton ready to take their winning streak to 4. It's another very hard game to call, but I think the Tiger Cats can pull this one off.